Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. His first carry of the game. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second and inches, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On second and very short, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
55, Mike, 55. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 55, Mike 55. I want that.
Now Haskins on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Check 55 to Mike. 55 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Go. Here I come again. Watch the signal. Go. Mike 55.
Now Haskins, third and long. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, this is Geis. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And that one results in 35 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Haskins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Out to the left here to Reed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's get it.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
He can't hang. He's not going to get it.
Allen on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vaughn. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Marr is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It's Geis on the counter. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Play action. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55. Go, go. I got one. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. All day, baby, all day. Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, watch set. Go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Double dog. Double dog. That's the one.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
56. Not today, you are. Not today. 56 for Mike. 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This is fielded at the goal line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Montez Sweat gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Allen going to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing. He
steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Austin. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On play action, Allen. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Buying time to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To Thompson on the draw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Washington.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check, 55 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, If they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Haskins on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Here we go. Let's bring it.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw. Being chased out left. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 12 yards there and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Mike. 53, Mike.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it. Intended that time for Cooper. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.